All right, we're live, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Straight No Chaser. We got Coach Tony back, and we got Charlie Poppy back. Um, Charlie, we had another male stand in. He was good. He was good. I was surprised that he stayed on so long. I was proud, but surprised.
Thank you.
'Cause he doesn't have a social media footprint at all.
Mm-mm.
So let's introduce. I know you all get tired of this, but sometimes we have some newbies watching us. So I just like to share my ooey gooey goodness with my guests. So share about your business and share about your business, your name, and what you do.
Who we starting with?
We can start with you because you've been missing in action for a minute.
I am Coach Tony. I am a business consultant. My social media is ABM underscore wealth tea, like spilling the tea. I assist all young, new, seasoned, veteran business owners with acquiring funding or at least having the knowledge. And then it's up to them what they do with it. Um, in addition to that, I manage and have the freecreditgenius.com website, and it's still under construction because I want to add some things to it, but it's getting the job done. It will get your credit, and it's free. All you have to do is pay for a monitoring service. And that's part of the building business credit and getting yourself ready to invest in real estate and capital for your business. So that's what I do with social media being ABM underscore wealth underscore TEA, because I spill all the business tea. I'm telling all the secrets for free.
All right, Charlie Poppy.
Charlie Papi. I live here in Istanbul, Turkey. I deal on male and women wears, footwears. So Charlie Papi, Facebook, Papi Charlie, Instagram, and Twitter. That's all.
All right, and keto over everything. Shatera, welcome. Blondie,
Hey, what we doing?
we introducing ourselves.
Oh, okay. I came in and Coach Tony was all in. I'm like, I need to get me some of this real estate, honey.
Airbnb is the next master class I'm teaching, but we'll talk about that in a couple of months.
Okay. Well, I am keto underscore Terra on Instagram. I am keto living with Tara on Facebook is my group, and Keto Chicago is my group on Facebook as well. Um, my website, Keto Terra Treats. Um, I started off with keto, but it helps diabetics. It's sugar free. So if you're looking for sugar free treats, jams, cake mixes, cookie mixes, all those things are available on my website. A lot of stuff is going away for summer because shipping is rough. But definitely, all my pantry items, my cornbread, my cookie mixes, things like that are available on the website all the time.
All right, well, hey y'all, hey. This Trinace, one authentic woman, published author, certified life coach, couple of different podcasts. Um, I support women learning how to love their authentic self so they can live their authentic life. So that's it in a nutshell. So we're gonna, we love to talk about relationships on this show, one way or the other, right?
That's right. We better.
um, I got a message. I don't know that I can stream the message. I heard. Well, I don't know how. So at any rate, I hope you guys had the opportunity to view the message. They used to have a functionality where you can share. Wait. Here it is. No, I don't have no time to be trying to test nothing. But at any rate, there was a video that Coach Tony shared. It was a snippet. I'm going to try to catch the whole episode 39 of the show. I think I'm going to let you all listen to it because I know you're not going to be able to see it. So give me a second. Let's pull it up.
I don't even focus on women or particularly Black women that may be seen as masculine or that may be seen as like quote unquote difficult, because at the end of the day, the only women that like I allow or that operate into my sphere are feminine women. So what I always tell guys is like you gotta work from the inside out, because when you're able to grow your frame as a man, the only thing that you're even allowing into your space are the women that you want, and they're going to react to you. I don't even focus.
So what do you all think about that? I think that may have been 20 or 30 seconds.
I would like to know Charlie Pappy's response first, only because before I get into it, because everybody know I like to tussle. I want to hear what you have to say as a man and make sure, because I may be misinterpreting it. And I was really wishing Shatera was listening, because I really wanted her, because we usually think alike. Here I go again. When y'all gonna tell me to stop pointing? I'm like,
because it's funny.
I'm gonna just start doing like this. Keep my hands to myself. So what you think, Charlie?
Well, I would have liked Shatara to say something, but since she's not concentrating, like you said.
Hold on. Okay. My kids was down here, so I had to mute it all. I'm about to go and listen to it because I started listening to it earlier today. So give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna catch up and then I'm gonna comment.
Okay. So from what the guy said, I think he has to me what he said. If you ask me, I'll say he has a challenge. He has a challenge trying to know what he really wants. In as much as what he wants is feminist, and we all know what that is. So he didn't even talk about career women. He didn't even talk about some people, or even he didn't talk about what all he wanted is feminine. So to me, I look at that kind of a person as somebody who is having challenges on people he wants to meet, or challenges on what he really wanted. What he's saying is not what he wants. So he just like pick what he wants for us to believe he's saying what he wanted. That's what I just understand.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about it in that perspective.
It was the 33-second one, right?
Right.
But the man that's talking about you only see what's in your circle. Well, what you think you?
Yeah, that's what he was
attract.
saying. He only attracts feminine women, and he's not attracted to the more masculine women. So when I heard that, I definitely jumped on the defense, because I actually I'm more of a masculine type woman. You have got to be a real man to ride this ride. And that is based off of the environment I grew up in. It is based on the things, and being an assertive woman, I couldn't have no weak ass man trying to mess with me. And then he would get the more masculine side of me. But it was forced, because being a single mother of 2 teenagers, there's no other way. And I have a son. So having a son, I couldn't be out here trying to be super cute and all of that stuff, because I had to have balance in my house. So my daughter, as feminine as she is, she has an edge to her as well, because she grew up in my household. And I just think it's so bad. I see it all the time nowadays, that these men are They're looking for super feminine women, but they're creating, by the bullshit that they do, they're creating women that have to step up and protect themselves and guard themselves against them and the rest of society. So to me, men create who we are. Because when I got divorced and I started to date or whatever, I said, I don't want a relationship where I can't be soft when I get home. Yes, when I'm dealing with the contractors and I'm dealing with, men and I'm transacting business, yes, I'm going to be a beast. But when I get home, I want to be real soft and I want to be pampered. I don't want to have to run shit at home too. So that's my take on it. I was offended by his statement because most of us, we are this way as a product of our environment, and they're not what men nowadays are protecting. Your husband, Shatera, Will, he seems like he's a protector. Charlie Pappy, you hear me? Yeah, I'm gonna call you out when you're not looking at us. I don't know you well enough yet, but you seem like a stand-up guy. A lot of men are not like that. My son is a stand-up guy, but I've seen some of his friends that are a little soft, and I'm like, who gonna be the man? Somebody got to step up.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
child, that's
Before
me.
you say something, I really want to chip in something there. What we forgot is that yes, physical physical look of a woman, it's kind of okay, but if you're actually looking at that physique or looking at that feminine or whatever, it will fade away maybe in years time. And what if it does? What will happen? What happens? You quit the marriage or you quit the relationship? No, like you said, what really matters is what that person has inside, what comes out of her. You can see somebody look very mean, but inwardly or inside her, she's the best woman you can hang out with. So when you look, when I hear him, I listen to him, I know that he's somebody that doesn't really know what he wanted. That's me.
Okay. So when I got this from Coach Tony, I listened to it. I understood him as saying he doesn't attract masculine women that have a dominant masculinity. The thing is, hey Tahaya, um,
Oh.
we can always depend on Tanya, right?
Yes, Tanya. Yes.
So the way that so first of all, men and women have masculine energy and feminine energy. And masculinity, the femininity portion of that, it allows us to be vulnerable at a time where we feel safe. Period. So if he been working on his inside, then he is making a woman feel safe. So he is attracting feminine women based on the law of attraction. Whatever energy he's giving out, he's getting back. So that part. The other thing is, it's always the men who got something to say about women.
She said he's
You think so?
prideful
You
and
think
he's a
so?
maniac.
You think
Yeah,
so?
yeah, I do think so. I'm not gonna say no names, but there was this man, and I'm not gonna say no names, but he always would be telling women how to be women. So first of all, sir, you stay in your lane. And since you want to help us be women, why don't you help a man be a better man? Because you can't tell us how to be women. You haven't lived the experience that we've had. You don't have any idea what we have to go through. So that dude, as much as I understood what he was saying,
A quick
We
question.
weren't saying names, Ty.
This is somebody me and Coach Tony know. I'll message you who it is. I'll message
Will
you.
said, "Don't be talking about the dead."
Talking about who?
The
Talking
dead.
about the dead.
I ain't talking about that dude because he done. We've been done talking about that dude.
I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you a question on what you said now. I wanted to ask you, who does women dress for?
I dress for me. You see, I got on Wu-Tang for me. I don't play with nobody.
Good. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Who does women
No,
dress?
you mean like when
Yeah.
you out in the world? Is that what you're saying? Like when you go out, or just in general?
No, not only gym. When they dress, makeup, look good. Who do they dress for? Do they dress for their fellow women, or dress for you dress for yourself? Actually, you dress for yourself, but if you dress for yourself, why do you go to the mirror? Why do you keep checking if you're good or not?
Because I want to make sure I look good for me.
Coach, you agree on that?
Look at Tahaya.
Tyson,
do it for the gram.
So
She do it for the gram.
Tahaya say, "Hey, Uncle Will," and I dress for Instagram.
And a lot of people do though, right?
Right.
But child, I definitely makeup is very far in between. It's yeah. Mm-mm. If I'm putting on something extra cute, like, and see my husband, he be like, "You ready to go?" Like, it be for me because he don't care. He like, "You gonna do all that today? Our reservation is in
You know why I asked this question was because you said a man was trying to um talk about how women this and that, although I despise what he said, but I tell you, most times that you wear designers, you wear clothes, you put on makeups, if 5 people say you look good, 3 of them are women. That means that means some women are looking at what you wear, and most times you wear what you think women. Vice versa, the same thing. If men are wearing things, men are looking at them. So most times, we don't really know. In as much as maybe Shatara, you're married, you expect your husband to kind of like what you wear, whether good or bad. You say this is bad or good. But when you go out there, even in the gym, let me tell you, most women look at what you wear and you see them, yeah, they want to either be like, where, buy it, or where did you get this? How much did you buy it? So that's what I'm talking about. So
Gotcha.
it's not about men. Any man who is trying to say women, this is no. I don't think these are people who cause confusion in social media. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, I think he has deeper issues than what he's talking about. That this gentleman, how we start talking about this, I think that saying he just attract those people, I think that's what he attracts because stronger women, he's intimidated by them. I don't think that he is like only feminine women. He's saying feminine, but he might internally mean like a weak woman. Like, because if you have somebody that's strong, I mean, you got to know who you are as a man. And if you a strong woman and you dealing with somebody that want a feminine woman, it's like, what you mean by that? I'm definitely feminine, but I'm also strong. You can't say you can't take my feminism away just because I'm also a strong woman. So yeah, I think
So what I think about that is we be doing a whole lot of stuff. For real. We do a whole lot of stuff. And I think that's the masculine side of us sometimes that doesn't know how to slow down. That part is what I think he more so is talking about. I'm going to be vulnerable if I feel comfortable and I feel like it's not going to be an issue. I feel like I'm protected in your space to be vulnerable. Am I going to let my guard down with a man? No. But I'm not going to let my guard down with a woman either. Because I have to feel safe in the space. Period. Whether it's man or woman.
The other thing that I want to piggyback, because I agree with you, Tracy, on that. The other thing is, I feel like whoever your significant other is, you are who you are based on how they make you feel intimately as well. And I don't mean physically intimate, I mean in general.
Your connection.
Your connection. So
Sure.
if there is a man, and all of these things, I love that you and Pinky have that show, because these are the things that we need to teach the younger women. These are the things that I try to instill in my daughter that's 19, about to be 20. And it's so bad, because I feel sorry for our younger generation of women coming up, because they have a really, really weak choice of men to choose from. And I'm going to say young adults. And I really miss, last week we were talking about chivalry and being a gentleman and all of that, those things. And some of the stuff, Shatera, that Will was saying, these young boys, they're not growing up like that.
Right.
And it's a shame, because they want feminine women, but they don't want to be as masculine. They don't want to be the strong person. And I'm just saying it a different way than you did, Tracy. I'm just gonna go to the ground with it, because some people don't understand what you said. So I'm gonna bring it down to the gut, and I'm gonna bring it down to the basic shit. Okay. Yeah. So some of these men, they want strong women, but they got on skinny jeans. They jeans just as tight as the woman. I have an issue with that. You can't tell me to be feminine, but we both in the mirror. You can't tell me to be feminine and you got a damn strap man purse on the side of you. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, whatever it is, it's still there. I've never ever seen a man who is strong or whatever wear that shit. Put your wallet in your back purse or on them damn cargo pants. You got all them pockets or whatever. Leave it in the whatever you got to do. Why? And that's why he messed with my head. Because I was like, he's something else. And I looked at him. Did y'all see him? Yeah, sassy ass boys. That's right. I don't like them. But it ain't me. I didn't grow up with those type of men. But even my daughter, she likes some of them. And I'm looking at these little boys. I'm like, are you serious, Dylan? Him? That's right. I wish Tiny, why she not on this show?
I've been trying to get, she been out here once. I've been trying.
I remember. Is that the guest we had that we thought somebody broke in our house? Because her son scared the shit out of her. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So I mean, that part to it. Me and Will were talking yesterday, because this topic leads to the other topic. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Stronger is the new pretty. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Or in this case, what comes first, the independent woman, or as Pinky say, the sassy ass boy?
I'm living for that right now. That's what I'm calling them from now on. Sassy ass. That's what I'm gonna call them.
So, do you think which one came with? Who created what? Who created who? Or did they come up together? How does that work? Because independent women say men are intimidated by me, which I definitely disagree with. It's just some women who don't everybody wants to be respected. Men want to be respected. women want to be loved. We all want to be respected, but men will have a different setup for respect, I think, because I don't know why I think that, but that's what I think. I think men require a different level of respect than women require. We all want respect, but men want some different respect because their responsibility is different.
Will said no.
We'll say no.
He said, He said, depending on the man. I guess he gonna sidebar today. He gonna come get in the camera.
Yeah, I'm like, did we run him away last week?
I was like, you off tonight? You he on the couch.
Okay.
Comment.
Yeah,
I think
so
it,
respect and loyalty over love. Yeah, because that may be, I think the respect and the loyalty for men is their love language. Where women,
But I think it depends on the man, though. Everybody don't have that love language. That's a whole different topic. That's a whole show.
That's the quintessential foundational difference is we are nurturers in my book, and they are the physical. So they're labor and we're nurturers.
yeah,
That's supposed to be, I think, the God-given balance to the universe, period. And then when we go and we got to dip over into their lane and they dipping over into our lane, that's where it all gets mixed up. But Charlie has something to say, and I can't wait to hear it as the man on the panel. Come through, Charlie. Come through. Stacey, you tell me what he said.
okay. The only anybody who is not happy to have an independent woman or a career woman is not a man. I always say this. You would always want a woman by your side who has gone way beyond you. In fact, if she has excelled more than you, is okay. But where I have a problem is where the woman is not submissive and she doesn't respect the man. That's where the problem is. Most women, when they've achieved a lot in their lives, academically, financially, independently, especially when they have grown-up children, they think they are in fact, they see themselves more than the Queen of England. And that's where the problem is. Every man wants to be respected. In as much as you love him, every man, that's just the truth. Even your 12-year-old boy wants to be respected. So if you accord him the respect and you be submissive, I think that no man doesn't want an excellent, let me just say, an excelling woman beside him. So most times, let me tell you, it's difficult to have understanding with an independent or a prosperous woman than an independent man. It's very difficult. That's why you see most of the men, it looks as if when they see a career or an independent woman, they look other way because they think pride and other things will come in. Definitely it comes in. Yet it's difficult for you to maybe you agree with me, but it's difficult for you to deal with it. You know, let me tell you, when you are alone, you have your money, you can take care of yourself, you can do whatever you want, you can travel to anywhere, and your partner is telling you, look, we do it this way, you know you have that money and everything. It's difficult for you to totally agree with what he's saying, even if it's making sense or not. So sometimes the problem our women have, it's not as if they are not good, they're very good, and it's very good to deal with. In fact, if you are not doing so well, I find it difficult making you my friend, talk more of making you my partner. But the problem is, can you be able to agree on things, have understanding? The woman needs her respect, yet now it's not as if most times she now say, it's my body, I do what I want my body. I do it how I want my money. I use my money. I work for it. I work 12 hours. You work 8 hours. I do this. I do this. You see the person start complaining a lot of things. But when she doesn't have that money, she might be more submissive. That's the problem men have. I like any man who does not like a career woman. Tracy, what's that? Who does not like that? An independent man is not a real man. But just these little things are things that create a little problem in the home.
Well, Charlie, so men want broke women. Oh, wait
So
a minute.
I had to lean in on that because men would be happier if women were not independent. Well, we would be happier if we weren't put in a position where we had to be so independent.
You know, this Tracy's soapbox right here.
Uh-uh,
Here he come, y'all. Here he come.
I'm not
Here he come.
I'm just saying. Welcome back, Will.
He hiding a little bit. You not ready for us this week?
He don't know. He don't know. He know this
Yeah.
Tracy.
I got
You
it.
ain't ready for us this week, sir.
It looked like we're about to get Will
Sir,
tonight.
Got Will today. This is not William. This is Will. Okay. Oh, if it came down to it, I'm gonna choose the money over a dude. Period. Oh boy. Well, you said so much. I don't even know really where to start.
Yeah, but I had to lean in when he said men would prefer the woman be less independent and she didn't have the money.
I think that depends on. But I'm only 23. I think that it depends, right? I think that, like I said before, I am actually alpha, right? Like that's just who I am. But I also asked, like, I've been wanting to cut my hair for 2 years, but until we came to an agreement and he said, okay, yeah, cut your hair, I did not cut my hair. So, I mean, everyone's a little different. Like, I listen, but I am so I submit and I listen, but I'm also very assertive and I'm very type A personality with everything. So, I mean, I just think it depends on the person. I don't think that it's because of financial status, because when you break everything down, if you together, it's all one anyway. No matter what account is getting deposited into or whatever, it's all one. We spending it, we doing whatever we have to do. But I do understand what you're saying. I do think some people are like that. I think that when some women get to a certain level in their career, it's hard for them to submit. But I think that it's that way because they don't feel comfortable, just like the other lady said. They're not comfortable with the man that's being presented, the way that the man is presenting themselves, to be able to be submissive. It takes, it has to be a balance. People say it's not intimidation, but I mean, what is it? Because if I'm still being me and you're not being feminine enough, it's like, well, what is it? Maybe we just don't belong together. Like it could be that too. So it's just I don't know. I think it takes the right person, and sometimes people be trying to make things work that just shouldn't as well.
I think that's a huge part of it. It just depends on who it is, because if you look at, we all know the saying that art imitates life, right? So we're looking at movies. Are we all familiar with Boomerang? And this just popped in my head where what's her name? Robin Givens was this high-powered executive, and then she met up with Marcus. He was a high-powered executive, and look what she turned him into. But on the flip side, look what like they both turned into whatever was needed for the relationship. We saw very vulnerable sides of her throughout that movie. And to bring it more current for our lovely young group, Pinky, 23 years old, look at Insecure. You got Molly on Insecure, who's an attorney, and she played the role of, I'm assertive, I don't need a man, I just need to get that physical thing from him, and I got money. But more than anything, she was looking for love. And anytime the beast rose up and she was doing this, beating on her chest saying, I'm independent, it was because she didn't want to get hurt. That's everywhere. And men just don't catch the clue. Make us feel safe, like Tracy was saying. Be the right one, like Shatera was saying. And then, like I was saying, allow our intimacy to be more than just the physical side. Where our mind goes, our body is following. That's a fact. I don't know one woman in here who, let me stop there because y'all know I can't, I'm choosing these words, but it's some other words that want to come out. And I said I was going to do better. I ain't cussing as much, so I'm going to let it go at that.
As much.
You have been doing very well.
As she drinks her water.
Oh Lord.
Can I?
Don't start pointing. Don't start pointing.
You see what I did? I grabbed these instead because I was ready to go.
No. Maybe I need to rephrase what I'm saying so that you understand me.
Please.
I still want to tell you that when I mean, in fact, let me tell you, 3 over 5 of career independent women, it's difficult for them to be submissive. It's difficult for them to not to be challenging in aspect of a lot of things they do with the man, especially when they feel the man is not getting as much as, or the man does not have as much as what they have in educated backgrounds and everything. Let me tell you, in one of these programs, we heard a lady say, maybe we read somewhere, she read something, Tracy read something that a woman said, I will not get married to any man who does not have masters or PhD. There are a lot of people who says a lot of things like that. There are people who behaves a lot like that. And that is what I'm telling you. That's why you have problems. It looks as if there are more problems with career women, independent women who has excel in the society. That's why it looks as if, it's not as if we don't have the good ones. It's not as if there are many of them who, when you get close to them, you'll be happy. But men always, not intimidation. Men are not, let me tell you, you hardly see a man who is intimidated in anything. But every man wants peace in his home. And that peace comes by you respecting the man, you at least trying to be submissive, not even to, even if it means your own happiness, you need to be happy. Because if the home is at peace, you are happy. Every man needs someone who, no matter what you've achieved in life, you put it under your bed and talk about your relationship. You look at how to grow your relationship day by day, every day. You renew it every day. That's what every man needs. So when you look at women when I tell you that women who has made it in life normally have problems, I don't mean that there are no good ones. There are, but most of them have problem dealing with pride, dealing with insecurity. Like you say, they feel insecure. What happens? This is, or especially when they think the man is not measuring up. That's what I just said.
Okay, I gotta stop you. It is not difficult for independent women to be submissive to a partner, but it is to a man with a huge ego. I'm a woman who is very successful, and men typically don't have peace if a woman had her own independence because he don't feel a man of control isn't there.
I think as if the
Yeah,
control isn't there. Yeah.
right. So I think I'm gonna agree with that. So me and Will and William had a conversation on yesterday, and what we
I didn't get that.
what,
The
what we
internet. I didn't get it.
what we're talking about is just surface stuff because in the background there's something else this
with that.
leading what you see. There's something leading to the independence. There's a lack, a self-esteem, a not enough. There's something in the background of that. The best description of it is I love ice cream. Ice cream don't always love me. If I eat it, my stomach hurts. The symptom is my stomach hurts, but the ice cream is what did it. So these outward things that we are seeing that appear like it's the issue, the independence is the issue, her being powerful is the issue. That ain't the real issue. The issue is something deeper. That's what she was taught. She suffers from lack. She feels not enough. So these are opportunities for her to, I guess, be her own Tarzan to her own Jane.
What she say exactly?
Honestly, I didn't hear you read out that very well because of the internet. So
I put it back
and the
up.
thing is breaking. Okay, can you read it again?
It's not difficult for independent women to be submissive to a partner, but it is to a man with a huge ego. I am a woman who is very successful, and men typically don't have peace if a woman has her own independence because he don't feel, oh God, I'm sorry, Coach Toy. He don't feel a man. Okay, she said she's talking again. It's a long one. Men value themselves based off of money and material. I might agree with that a little bit. The moment they feel like she has more and can provide or survive without him, that's where the issues start. They use submissive as a term equal to control. Well, men, what y'all got to say?
It's a case by case situation. Every man ain't on that. My wife is very strong.
Yeah.
She's independent. She worked way harder than I do, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. But we have an understanding. We understand each other. She's more of a vocal alpha, and I'm more of I'm silent, and I jump in when I have to jump in. But she know that she know when to lean back, and that comes from us understanding each other. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our things, there's times where we have gone through some things emotionally, and we know we vibe, and we understanding where we both are at without words, and everyone on the outside is looking like trying to talk or try to do whatever, but we know where we're at. When we go travel, she's the lead on that. She's the coordinator. She deals with all that. And when we out these countries, they're looking at me and they approaching me about different things, and I'm like, nah, talk to her, because we understand that. I have no problems with y'all. Talk to her, let her take care of that, and I step in when I need to step in, and she understands that. And we have all the peace in the world. We understand. It's just everything is a case by case, and it all starts with understanding your partner. If you don't understand the person you with, you're already behind. And that's where a lot of young relationships fail, because everyone they have two different goals, and they don't understand and know the person. I know her, she know me, and we know our roles, and we both alpha, so we understand that. We understand who needs to do what and when. So to me it's just a case by case situation.
But
Okay,
there is.
so the young one says, I feel like a woman she is the young one on the panel.
Yes, she is. She is.
I feel like a woman isn't going to be submissive or more feminine to men who aren't fitting their standard, whether it's money, education, etc. And Tanya say, I agree, Will. Coach Toy say, I'm not saying every man, however, society teaches that men lead and women follow, which is toxic teaching. Relationships, let me correct that. Partnerships is what bring peace and prosperity in relationships. Yeah, I can get down with that. Partnerships.
What you want to say, Charlie?
I'm gonna be y'all mom. Not sir, I'm gonna be your mama.
No. I am I'm so happy about what Terra husband said, and it gets to prove the point of what I'm saying. Now, there are good ones. There are people. At least I told you that 3/5. That means there are still 2/5. You understand what I'm saying? But if you can check everywhere, you still come back to what I'm saying, and you can hear what somebody wrote online. Men, they think men has the ego. As soon as the woman has money or is independent, and the man approaches her, what she's thinking about, maybe he's coming for my money, or all this insecurity setting. But I still believe that there are rare good ones that they don't care about who they are or what they've achieved or anything. They want peace in their home, like Terra and the husband. That's good. But I'm still telling you that most of the women who has gotten to where they wanted, the challenges they are having are just these few things. It's not much things. They think you are coming by, maybe they've labored all this, are you sure who he is, this, all that kind of things. And before you know it, you keep suspecting the person, 1 year, 2 years, you are not settled, you don't really know what you wanted in life, you don't know, before you know it, you say, man, I think we'll go our different ways. That's just.
So I have two questions. Do you guys feel like gender roles play a part in this?
Come again.
The question was, do you feel like gender roles play a part in this? And then there was a second question that says, can you provide me the definition of being submissive? Two great questions.
Okay. I've tried to explain it. Maybe the person doesn't really understand. Gender is nothing. Gender has nothing to do when it comes to relationship. I always say that the only thing is you being a boy and you think you are a man. If you are not a man, you are not right for relationship. Most marriages get broken because most men are boys. They are not men. That's just the truth. Because if you are the man and you get close to a woman, you will know that the woman needs to be treated like who she is. Now, the question the person asked, what is submissive? Submissive is an English word. I don't know how else to talk about it, but to my own explanation, let me tell you, maybe you have the money, You want to go to vacation in LA and everything, you have had it planned out, and your partner said, no, let's cancel that LA. You will not go to that LA. I don't think it's a good idea. Forget the LA. And because you have the money, you have everything, you say, no, why am I forgetting it? You try to explain things, you refuse, you still go to the LA. Man, because you have that money, you can go to LA, whether he gives you the money or not. You buy the ticket, you go to LA, come back. You're not being submissive.
Okay, so I don't think
Maybe I should explain it that way.
I gotta interrupt you because
What?
I have a friend.
What?
I gotta interrupt you because I have a friend that married somebody, and he was older than her, and she is in a career field where she makes a lot of money because she's in entertainment, and he was not making as much money as she was making, but they would make decisions together, and then later on he would go back and make another decision and say, I'm the man. So because saying I'm the man don't make you submissive, that make you thinking you the boss. You got a self-esteem issue, you got a control issue. So submissive for me is
That's what he said though.
I'm just saying, I just kind of
That don't
disagree.
bother you, don't it? So
It does. You see, she got around that.
yeah.
Because if we come to an agreement, you can't just overrule me because you the man.
Drink it. You need some Coach Tony.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about giving you orders or just trying to be the boss. Relationship, marriage, there is no boss.
Right.
There is no boss in it. It's a partnership thing. And that's why every morning, every evening, every night, you try to upgrade it. You try to renew it. You try to add something new. You agree on it. You must have understanding. So if there's no chemistry, you don't enter it inside it. If there's chemistry, there must be understanding. I just give an example. So, okay, I might like somebody who is as big as Coach is, and Ketra is talking her into doing keto, and she tells me every reason. I said, look, I don't like skinny people. I like you big. Please just be like this. And at the end of the day, we had an agreement. Okay, let me lose so weight, or let me be like this. It goes. I will not say because I'm the man, you must be like this. No, that's not what I mean. But at least there is an agreement. But what I'm saying is okay, there is an adage, African adage that says you only know if one is a thief if he's left in a place that he can steal money and nobody will notice, and he did not steal that money. That's when you know he's not a thief or a thief. So if you can afford that, and maybe your husband or your partner has looked at it and said, okay, yes, we agreed you need to go, but I don't think it's a good idea, and try to talk you out of it. You say, no, I'm going. Okay, you don't want to pay the ticket, I'll pay the ticket. And of course, you pay the ticket and go. As they come back, you're not being submissive. That's what I mean. I don't mean that he will lord you over all the decisions and you accept it. That's not what I mean.
So this comment right here, I don't is what you say. Let's be real. Most men think submissive to them is women at their every beck and call. What he says goes without negotiation. That is not being submissive. That is a control freak. That is not submission.
That's what. But generally speaking, I ain't saying all men, but when a man say, "Well, you're not even being submissive," that's what that shit is. You're not doing like I say. That's just a general. That's just a general thing. But that ain't what it means. That's not what that means. That does not mean I do everything you say and not disagree.
Correct.
You got the church finger up. He need to get in here some kind of way.
I got a question. I'm like, is submissive that important in a relationship? Because I mean,
well, they saying
is it that
beck
important?
and call. Some men do think there's that extreme. If you're going to talk about it, talk about it.
But because I mean, are you submissive?
We talk.
So I mean, based
Confused
on,
because it was the whole submissive thing is confusing me because I
But
don't think when you say submissive is someone is used to be the guy more or less was in control, but I don't think that really exists in 2022. Do it?
but I think
Because does it?
I don't think that. But okay, when we bring up the definition, is ready to conform to authority or will of others, to be passive, but it's in certain instances. It's not like you didn't do what I said do. Like like I think that a lot of people take it out of context.
yeah.
And people are like, oh well, you not submitting or you not listening. It flips, and people start taking it for more than what it's worth. When you're in a relationship, you need to, everybody, they need to have conversations and listen to each other. And and sometimes you have to, we say fall back. Like this, I fall back over here. That's me submitting though, because I need to fall back because now it's time for him to do what he needs to do. But it's a breakdown, and people, the expectancy when they hear submit, because I know it roused Trinace up like crazy. But
So what riles me up is what people think it is. I think submissive is agreement. For me, that's what it is to me. That means
Submissive is still active in year 2022. Even the Bible said it.
mm-hmm.
And we are Christians. The Bible says it. And even in society, most women.
No, not you. I'm reading the comments, Charlie.
No,
I'm sorry.
Most women in their office, you see them, they will be submissive boss than in their homes. So is submissive
okay, so now that makes sense.
Okay in a relationship or in a marriage? Yes, very, very okay, even till today. That's me.
I got you. Could you go back up to if I'm fat and I want to lose weight?
Okay, so if I'm fat and I want to lose weight, and my boyfriend is like, no, I'm gonna still lose weight because I don't want to live in this body. Okay, so she was talking about what Charlie was saying about the weight loss thing. She say, if I'm fat and I want to lose weight, my boyfriend say he likes me fat. She still gonna lose weight because she got to live in that body. And then she say, and what we saw was when we break up, and I'm fat and sad.
That's why I was confused. Okay, so, but I mean, that's just when he was saying it though. That's like him giving his opinion, right? Like submissive is vital for both parties. That's how it should be. Agreed.
Right.
But in that particular instance, like I guess I could speak to that to a certain degree because I done lost all this weight, right? So we didn't talk about it. It was like, I'm gonna do keto and I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be, and it was like I lost all this weight. And it wasn't never like, it was like you at first you couldn't see it, then you saw it, then it's like, okay, it's everybody has to be comfortable, but it ain't like I'm leaving because you losing all this weight. Nobody gonna say that if you're in a relationship. You give your opinion, whether you like it or not, you trying something, you keep going, and you continue to be in that relationship and love that person, no matter whether they fat or skinny or however you want to look at it. But I had to, when I saw her comment, I had to go back. Like, what are we talking about? But yeah,
I'm sorry, I missed that part. I was like, what?
No, there must MUST be flexibility.
Absolutely.
There must be flexibility.
Absolutely.
And that's where the understanding comes in. I did not say if he say you will not lose it. No. Maybe the person didn't listen to me to the end. I was saying If you had wanted to do it and he said no, you give him reasons. Okay, you people will come to an agreement. Okay, you lose this. Let me see. At this point, okay, is okay. At this point, is not. You understand that? That's what I was just trying to say. So there must be flexibility and there must be understanding. The two of you must agree on something. Not you just come in one morning, you go lose weight. No, that's not what I mean. But I must agree. But you must at least see him as a man. You see him as a man. If you make him the man of the family or the head of the family, or you make him the man, that means you are being submissive. I'm not saying you be submissive to an extent that you must take every shit. That's not what I mean. But at least you be submissive to the right things, positive things, not negative things.
I agree with Girly Marie. She said what's submissive is vital for both parties, and that's how it should be. And flexibility is healthy. I agree with both of those. Because you have to be flexible. I mean that, and flexibility just comes with a healthy relationship. Period.
It comes also with communication.
It does. I feel my generation don't think this deep into relationships. We just having fun at life. I agree that the younger generation is definitely just YOLO. I definitely, I definitely believe that. But I mean, for longevity, I think that things like that do need to be looked into so that it could be a deeper connection. Because without communication, you can't have none of that.
Definitely. That's number one. That's the key. Communication. That's why I said every morning, every afternoon, every evening, you have to reactivate it. That's communication.
Communication and comprehension.
Yeah, you need to look at your partner's face. Why is your face squeezed like this? What's that? What happened? Oh, you look good today, or you look horrible today. You will be able to gossip. He's your gossip mate. Honestly. That's communication. Tell him what you want, tell her what you agree on.
Don't tell me I look horrible today. Do not tell me.
Why not? But half the time you know you ain't feeling right no way. So
that's why I don't need you to tell me I look horrible. I don't need no comments from the peanut gallery. I already know I look horrible.
You don't want nobody
just giving an example.
Huh?
I'm just giving an example.
You don't want me to ask you if you're okay when you have one of them days?
You can ask me that, but don't say I look horrible.
That's code word for
that's cold.
That's the code word
for Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. You can keep it real with me, but I'm okay. I'm okay. What? What's
you can keep it real with me. I'm gonna check you back.
Okay. Yes, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Oh man, that was good. Got you.
All right, so this was good. This was, man, our hour went by real fast, right?
It did.
After a conversation got heated.
Yes. It was a good one though. Communication is important in all situations. That's what makes them effective. So see you.
Sure.
I'm gonna call you Coach Toy. So yeah, communication is key, but the other thing is we have to be truthful to ourselves about certain things. When you keep lying to yourself, it's difficult to have a good communication. When you lying to yourself, you can't even communicate to you well. Are you laughing? It's true.
It's true.
People lie to themselves.
You lying to yourself, right? How can you?
Mm-hmm. And then you start believing the lie because you just made your lie the truth, and now you having a difficult time communicating what you need, how you feel, or anything to anybody else. That and they don't understand because you don't understand.
But you know, But this is on a lighter mood now. Most women, they it's better you lie to them than telling them the truth. Some of them cannot handle.
What happened?
He came back here and said, "Oh God, oh Charlie."
So
So men like to be lied to. Men like to
no,
be lied to.
what I try to say is, some truths are not better said. Like you would, example, you look horrible. You say somebody should now tell you look horrible. So what do
Don't
I do
tell
with
me.
that? I will lie. I
Don't
say,
tell
okay,
me.
you look good. That's lie.
That's just like when you see a baby and they say, "Isn't the baby cute?" And you know the baby ain't cute. You don't say nothing. You say nothing. I
Look
say
at that
nothing.
baby. Look at that baby.
Look at all that hair. Ooh, such a
This
cute
is a
outfit.
cute outfit on this baby.
Oof. But I ain't gonna no. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna just go another direction.
Isn't he
Yeah.
something?
There's
Yeah.
nothing like being
Yeah, I do
there's
say
nothing
that.
like being
I do
sincere.
say that. I do say,
Sincerity.
isn't he something? No, I do say, isn't he something? I do. So now you all know my secrets. So
Sincerity
I'm gonna find
is
something else
just the
to say
best.
if I see a baby and he ain't cute. All right, everybody.
But it was good. I'm glad I had a chance to log in tonight.
I'm gonna have to check out that whole episode to see what dude talking about.
Girl, it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, I want to see what he talked. So Pinky say, I'm sorry. Tahaya said, "Bye, y'all. I have fun."
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody. See you next Tuesday, same time. We're
Good
gonna try to
night.
keep it in an hour.
All right, good morning.
All right. Have a good night. Well, good day, Charlie.
Oh, wow.
Good morning.